All right, what's up, guys? I hope everybody had a great morning. Just got done doing my first live trading with the group. Recorded that. That's going to be uploaded later on today after it's done compressing. I'm just going to do a quick daily breakdown for the people that don't have time to watch that whole live trading session. Basically, I had a break-even trade today. It was a good trade, but I think that my risk management could have been better in the form of holding the trade a little bit longer. So going into today from the events of yesterday. So yesterday price moved bearish to a very high degree. We took a 4-hour low out and we consolidated from that point on throughout the rest of the day. So we were in a ranging market condition, but on the 4-hour we were in like a short-term bearish flow. Short-term, like just short-term bearish flow. So breaking structures to the downside twice. And so on the 1 hour, we see us ranging. At this point, I was open to longs as we were in a prime price point or prime price range to be able to go long off of the previous sell model that price had finally completed by taking out that low that it did yesterday. But I didn't want to get caught up in any sort of like choppy activity within the market or consolidating activity where I could just get stopped out very easily and very quickly. So I wanted to wait for a good buy opportunity and then just manage my risk from there because it is a bit risky. We're not even trending upwards on the 1 hour time frame. So to start off the day, price, New York Stock Exchange open, price dumped. It bled to the downside, taking out external lows again on ES, but not on NQ. So what I did is I just waited for the next hour to open, the next 4-hour candle to open. I have my own theory. I have a whole theory on why it's not good to enter at the end of an hour or at the beginning of an hour, especially 4-hour candles. If you're entering at the beginning of a 4-hour candle or the end of a 4-hour candle, you're most likely going to get stopped out on that trade. So what you want to do is wait at least 10-15 minutes after that new candle opens on the 1 hour or the 4-hour, 5 to 15 minutes before you're open to taking a trade, because then at that point you'll be catching the flip to the upside or to the downside in the direction you're looking to see the market go. So if you guys want to see that, please check out the other video that I'll be uploading today. It'll just be a live trading session with the group. So what I did is I waited for the 10 o'clock candle to open, which is also the 10 to 2 4-hour candle. Wanted to see price just pull down to the downside just a little bit before giving me an entry that I was looking for. When price did that, we have this divergence here. At this point, we can just simply look at NQ since we know we have the divergence. We had a double divergence between ES and NQ where ES took this low out here, but on NQ it didn't. So I entered off of the break of this imbalance here that was already being used to base this whole trade idea off of, but now it was used on a smaller time frame, which kind of I feel like it was like a double dip, which helped the trade. Quite honestly, it helped the trade idea be a little bit more valid. So once price broke to the upside, I entered one contract. Initially. Stops were at this low. But I wanted to see price fill this imbalance here before continuing to the upside. So that's why I only entered one contract. I didn't even enter on my funded at that point. I waited for price to close like this, give us this candle, coming back into the imbalance, rebalancing this imbalance here before I entered the second contract. The average price that I got entered at was here. TP1, or really break even point, was here. And then TP1 or TP1 or full TP for me was here. My reasoning for that is I didn't want to close prematurely, and then I also didn't want to close without getting at least a 1-to-1, a 1-to-2. So this trade setup and trade idea here was like a 1 to 1.4, like 1.45, 1.44, which is nice, but in my opinion, my average, well, not in my opinion, from the data, my average is at least a 1-to-3, and I'm trying to keep that up because there will be times where I have losing streaks, and I want to be able to combat that by having a higher risk reward. So I didn't take any of the position off here. I moved stops to break even, actually a little bit in profit, just to make sure I didn't leave with like a tiny loss due to like commissions and spreads or fees. Price ended up coming right down, stopped me out literally like right here. and then is moving up now. Now I think this was a great trade. This is nothing I took. I'm just tracking this. I'm not in this right now, as you can see. But I was tempted to take this, as there is another divergence between ES and NQ where this low was not taken on NQ, but it was on ES, very similar to this trade here. And then I could have entered off of this candle to then target here for a nice almost 2.8 R. So it is a good trade idea. I just haven't. I'm not usually one to just be taking trade after trade after trade, especially right after I got stopped at break even. Usually that for me that just means that either my trade idea is wrong or I was too early and I should just be done for the day. I don't want to just keep on like pressing the trigger or these types of trades. But what I think I could have done better is, let me delete this. What I could have done better is, instead of moving my stops to break even once price reached this point, there is no structure for price to take but this low here. So I could have moved my stops to right below this low or right below this low here. If price is going to break structure to the downside, it would need to break this low here. And at that point, this is a protected low that I'm not looking to see get broken or disrespected. And in that, like with that thought of mine, that keeps me in the trade. But I think I was just too afraid to end the day with a loss. I didn't want to end the day losing, which is something that I, have to work on. I can't think like that. I can't make that a habit, because then I'll cut my losses short. As right now, I would be up more. I would still be in the trade and I would be profiting pretty well, even though we're consolidating around this high here. But that is one thing I could have done better. Gonna just be better at that, kind of taking the idea of money out of it and more focus on the move itself. And so then therefore that'll just keep me going. Also, I didn't even use. Yeah, we were good. I should have just put stops right below this 66 MA and then just called it a day and just said whatever happens happens, because we're still trending up. Price just came down in reaction to taking this high. It didn't even break a low. So I really shouldn't have had stops at break even yet. I should have just had stops right here. So that's something that I'll be a little bit more, not a little bit, I'll be a lot more aware of in the future. But yeah, if you guys like these, please like, comment, and subscribe. I have a Discord in the description. We just reached like 45 members, so trying to get to 50. Looking to just, provide more value. Next call is on Thursday, so guys, please join today or tomorrow so that you can be on the call on Thursday. It's totally free. I don't sell anything. It's just, just something that, we're doing as a group. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you later.